My name is Channing Douglas, and I'm a 6th grade student at Palmetto Charter School in Manatee County, Florida. Today, I learn in classrooms with students from different races, cultures, and backgrounds. We work together and learn from each other every day, but it wasn't always this way. Before the 1960s, schools in Manatee County were segregated. Black students attended separate schools like Lincoln Memorial High School. Lincoln wasn't just a school, it was the heart of the Black community. It had strong teachers, proud traditions, and students who wanted to succeed.
Well, I always knew that Lincoln Memorial High School would be the school I would attend because it was the only high school offered to Black students.
Lincoln Memorial High School before desegregation was like being at home. You felt the teachers had an interest in you, really concerned. They contacted your parents, stayed in contact with their parents. We didn't have cell phones, so they communicated by going to your homes to visit your parents to let them know what was going on.
I had one professor, Dr. Gilliard. When I wasn't in school for several days, he showed up at my grandmother's house to see why I wasn't in his class or at school. So that made me feel safe and cared for, and knowing that people were concerned about more than just my education. They were concerned about me.
I think what's special about this was the school spirit that we had. Lincoln High, I am a martyr, colors gray and blue. We, your loyal sons and daughters, will be ever true.
But even though Lincoln Memorial was full of excellence, it did not have the same resources as white schools, and that was not fair.
As far as books, we got hand-me-down books, never new books, just secondhand material.
At Lincoln, we had used books, textbooks. We didn't have any new textbooks. We always had to use them. We always tried to figure out, why is this a student name in this book? And it was a book that we'd be using for the first time. At Manatee High School, everything was brand new. They got everything and anything they asked the district for. That did not happen at Lincoln.
In 1954, as a part of a bigger revolutionary civil rights movement, the Supreme Court of the United States ruled that separate schools were unequal.
I heard about schools when I was in my senior year at Lincoln. It was a choice for the Black kids if they wanted to attend the white schools in Palmetto, Manatee, or Southeast.
I was in 11th grade, my junior year in high school, and we knew then that we would not be attending Lincoln our senior year.
What emotion do you remember feeling at that time?
Sad, because of the fact that I'd been at Lincoln ever since my 7th grade year, and with Lincoln being the school that it was, giving you a feeling like you at home and safe. You knew everybody, so I was scared and sad.
When I was in my 6th grade, I went to Baser Elementary School. We did not have any Black students at our school at all. Then all of a sudden they told us in 6th grade they're going to start busing us across town. Now I'm going to spend 2.5 hours a day of my life riding on a bus to an area where I'm not familiar with. That's not where my friends are. That's not my neighborhood. So it was pretty frustrating at first.
I was at First Street Middle School. We could have choice to go not to Lincoln, the school that we all were anticipated attending, but that we could choose to go to the other schools in Manatee County, Manatee High School, Southeast High School, or Palmetto High School.
Desegregation didn't happen easily. People did not agree on busing in which students, both blacks and whites, would be chosen to go to each school.
Why do I have to ride across the bridge all the way to Palmetto to attend a school when I'm staying in West Braden and Manatee High School is right down the road from me? I couldn't understand that.
Courts had to step in. School boards had to follow the law. Change came because people stood up for what was right. It took many years later and another court order from Manatee County to finally desegregate their schools. Some white students were made to leave their schools and attend other schools. That's right. White and black students in Bradenton and Palmetto became pioneers, walking into schools that had never been integrated before. Black students from Lincoln Memorial were reassigned to Manatee High School and Palmetto High School. Some felt welcomed, while others faced challenges. This is where students learned what it meant to go to school together for the first time.
I remember being sort of scared because we did not know anybody there. We didn't know the teachers. We didn't know anything about the students. And because of the fight was merely because they were of another race. And we had not been mingling races like that, you know.
Our class dynamics were totally different. So we go into a school where there's already a hierarchy of who the kids are, who the leaders are. We had to fit into that. And it was really different than our school.
Looking back, how much courage do you think it took for students like you?
It took a lot of courage. So I could say it was going into unknown territory. So yes, it took a lot of courage, but we wanted to get our diplomas and finish high school. We didn't let that stop us. So a lot of us went on to Manatee High School and did the things we were required to do and expected to do from our parents, and we were successful.
The revolution in education didn't stop there. In 1970, Southeast High was now opening as an integrated school. This represented a new beginning, but also the end of Lincoln Memorial High School. The students who first went to desegregated schools did not just do it for themselves, they did it for future generations like me.
I would like young people to know that they have it so much better than what we had during our time of coming up. They need to take advantage of what they have and to learn as much as they can from the system they have today.
Well, I want the young people to know the people in Manatee County fought and stood up and spoke up for the freedom that you young people have today.
I want them to know that you had to learn to tolerate each other to be successful, to move on. But if you were able to tolerate and you had your goal, your focus, and you know where you want to be in life so that you would be successful and could go on with your lives.
I would really like young people to realize that while it was a difficult time in our history, that it was something that was needed, and it's something that has been really, overall, it's brought us together. And I think that what's happening is, and it's taken a long time, but some of those walls are being torn down, and we're working closer together, we're working with each other, and we're not where we need to be. But it's something that if we continue to work and not see each other from the color of our skin, but by the character of the man, and by the character of the person, I think we're going to be able to achieve a lot together.
Because of integration, I get to learn in classrooms with people who don't look like me, but who share my goals and dreams. I have friends from different cultures. I hear different perspectives, and that is what makes my education stronger.
When Manatee County integrated their schools, it was part of a big revolutionary movement. It challenged unfair systems, changed lives, and created opportunities that still matter today. This history isn't just about the past, it's about our future.